No, I was gonna say, like, what you said, I live by it. Because if you look at my phone right now, there's this long note in there, and it is literally, this is how I want to dress, this is where I want to live, this is who I want to be married to, like, this is my kids, like, everything is detailed, and I just see it already just coming into existence.
Yeah, exactly.
And I update the note, I go back and look at it, like, on a regular basis, and it keeps me reminded when I start doubting myself.
Come on now, you got to remind yourself of who you are now. 99% of things you write down come true, by the way. Mm-hmm. Just so you know. If you give it enough time, 99% of things you write down come true.
Man.
Take with that what you will. But,
hey, I love this conversation just because I think, I know it for at least for when we've been doing a video, we never really dove in. You know, people see our lifestyle now, they see where we at, they might see the video content, and they might believe or have the assumption that we've always been in this position or that our life was always just grand, not realizing that for me to get to this position, it was a lot of visualization going on, using my imagination, me being in my bed at night. This one I'm talking about living with my parents before I even went to the military, thinking about how my life is going to be. Like life by design for real, for real.
Yeah, yeah, man. But you know, the thing is, like, I remember I watched Boomerang. You know Boomerang.
Yeah.
I watched Boomerang. I was like, I'm gonna be like him.
Like
He was well dressed. Marcus, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was well dressed and he had a really nice apartment. What stuck out to me was his apartment, and I was like, I'm gonna have a place like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got one now. Yeah. And for me, it was like, there's a few other people and a few other things that I wanted to be about. I really wanted to be really well cultured and well traveled, and I wanted to set myself apart. But I knew I couldn't stay where I was, and I couldn't have a mediocre income or anything like that to furnish that kind of lifestyle.
Exactly.
You know, because guys, earning money ain't about buying cars.
Man.
Okay.
Man, go ahead.
Now, granted, I love cars, and I'm gonna get a car. I just happen to not live in this country, so there's no reason for me to have a car. But and I'm only saying this, guy, like, keep saying not living in this country for a reason. This is just my lifestyle. Okay, it was a wild thing that I wanted, but your wild thing might be something else. You know what I'm saying? But the point is that we can use our incomes to fund our fun and how we experience life on a day to day. You know,
bro. The reason I love this is because, like, people made the show is called Millionaire Mindset. Obviously, the conversation we have, and I think people get the misconception that this is about money, and it's not. Like, when I was visualizing, before I had anything, it wasn't about money. It was about a lifestyle and being a certain person. Money was just a tool and a vehicle for me to be that person. So it's not about, like, this chase, or I don't want to say chase. The action and the purpose that we doing is not about money. It's about excelling and just having a certain lifestyle. Money is just a byproduct of this shit.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You can't make money the goal. The goal is to actually be somebody where you doing things. Like, for me, it was having influence, taking care of people, impact. You know what I'm saying? Being a businessman, looking nice.
Hell yeah.
That I didn't mention money. Money to do those things, it takes money to have it. Yeah. So that's why I always say, I think people get confused where I'll be like, I don't give a damn about money. I do, but I don't. It's not what drives me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, but I want people to understand that, because they might just have $1 as their goal. That shouldn't be the goal.
You know what's also pretty interesting is that the lifestyle you want is actually much cheaper than you think it is. So for example, like, let's just talk numbers for a second.
That's a fact.
Let's just talk numbers for a second, guys. So my apartment in Brazil is $1,000 US. My driver is $200 US. No, $400.
Your what?
My driver. Yeah, I have a driver. I don't take Uber in Brazil.
Driver.
So I got a driver. My driver is $400.
You say, you see my face? I'm saying, yo, what?
Yeah, bro. I got a driver, bro. Like, but it's $400, right? It's $400 for my driver. It's gas and him, you know, drive me around every month. And then then I got a maid, right? So I got Lou. Shout out to Lou. And so Lou, she cooks and cleans and washes all my clothes and everything. And she's another $400. So I've only said $2,000 worth of $1,800. $1,800. Okay, that's all I said. Does anybody have to be rich to afford $1,800 for rent, your driver, his gas, and your maid? It's $1,800. That funds the majority of my lifestyle, you know. And then I have coaches for swimming and dance and all the other stuff. But, like, let's just say $3,000 for all that. $3,000. you can figure out a way to make $3,000 and have that. Tickets to my city is $800 round trip. I ain't even got the $5,000 yet.
You said I ain't even got the $5,000 yet.
Like that's not rich.
No, that's not.
You know what I'm saying? But I opened my mind.
To seeing that.
I opened my mind and I wrote down what I wanted. You know, and so I'm taking that 5-year-old approach. You know, the 5-year-old don't care. He says it's $800 for the airplane ticket. Okay, let's go get it. Mm-hmm. The 5-year-old's not putting in all these situations where it wouldn't work. And well, what if the plane crashed? And what if I can't speak the language? And what if they don't like me when I get? The 5-year-old don't think about that. So why do you think about it? Mm-hmm. Buy the ticket, get the maid, get the driver, get the apartment, sign a lease, and make it happen every month. Yeah. It's a simple task, right? So that's just an example, guys. Everybody's different. So let's say it's a Lamborghini that you want, right? I think a Lamborghini, obviously you gotta have a down payment on it. So let's just skip the down payment part. But like month to month, you can get a Lamborghini for less than $2,000 a month. Maybe a used Lamborghini. Mm-hmm. Let's say it's a Porsche or a Tesla or a Mercedes M-Class or something like that. It ain't that much money. With a little effort and some thought behind it, you could have those things. And again, guys, we just use those things as examples. But
I like that you said that, because when you put it in that perspective and you break it down to a point where it's so simple for people, for the average person, it makes it believable for them. Because you say, when most people, when they hear it's only $2,000 a month to do that, they'll say $2,000. What? Who has that kind of money? But when you break it down and say, hey, like $2,000 ain't nothing, man. Figure out a way you can make this money.
Bro, like